Yo, what's going on, guys? Monster here, and today I'm coming out with a brand new video. Now in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use a brand new bot for Pokemon Go, and this is a little bit better than the other bot I showed you guys. If you guys do want to see that, it's a lot easier to use than this one, and it only works with PTC accounts though. Click the little annotation on screen and go check that one out, but this is a little bit more complex but also works with Google. So the reason I'm showing you guys this one is because one, it's brand new, has a couple more features, it's a little bit harder to use, but it also works with Google. So for all the Google users that need a bot, this one will work with you guys as well. So the first thing that you guys are going to want to do is go in the description down below and click the download link to this bot, download it, and then extract it into just wherever you want, and then go into the folder, and then you guys are going to see a bunch of files, log, Google, like all the stuff. You guys see the picture on the screen. Go ahead and then just leave that there. You guys are going to now download Notepad++. It's the second link in the description down below, and then once you guys have this downloaded, you guys are going to want to open it up, just make a brand new thing or whatever. As soon as you open up, it's just going to say like new file or whatever, and then you guys are going to want to drag in the user file all the way at the bottom and drag it in the Notepad++, and then you guys are going to see all these settings. There's authentication type, default latitude, and all that, and I'll leave on the screen all the stuff that I have the settings for. Now it's going to be for PTC accounts, and I'll show you guys how to use the Google accounts in a little bit after I take care of PTC accounts. So most of you guys probably have PTC accounts if you guys are on iOS or even Android. Some of you guys might have Google accounts, but who knows. So the authentication type means, are you guys using Google or PTC? And in the green text, whoever made this actually made it a little bit easier so that it kind of explains some of this stuff. So default latitude and longitude, you guys are going to want to go on Google Maps, link in the description in that as well, and you guys are going to want to find your latitude and longitude and then set the area around you, or you guys can also set an area that you want, but you guys are going to have to wait a little bit of time for it to actually work. And then I just leave the default altitude. I don't even change that because I don't really know what that means. Like, I think I know what it means, but I'm not even going to get into that. Don't change that. And then the Google refresh token, that's for once we get over to Google users, just leave that blank. PTC password and username, enter that in obviously. Keep min IV percentage, not too sure what that means, so I just leave it alone. And then keep minimum CP, that just means what Pokemon, what level CP Pokemon do you want to keep and not transfer. So I usually just set that to 1,000 because mostly the thousands is where you guys start to want to keep those Pokemon and stuff like that. And the walking speed in kilometers per hour, just leave that alone because that's like normal walking speed for a human. Actually, I'm not too sure, but that is so that it doesn't set off the detector for Nintendo, so you don't know if it's a bot or whatever. So it's kind of just to make it non-bannable, you know what I'm saying, guys? So just leave that alone, and then transfer duplicate Pokemon. If you guys do want to transfer the duplicate Pokemon, this is used for transferring them and then getting their candy, so you don't have to manually transfer them all. And especially if you guys want to leave this bot on for a while, you guys are going to want to set this to true because you will get full on Pokemon eventually. Now keep minimum duplicate Pokemon, I keep that as 1 so it doesn't trade in all the Pokemon, but it does trade in most. Now use Lucky Egg while evolving, I keep this as true because this will increase the XP gain that you gain or whatever when you evolve to 1,000, so it's a little bit better. Now item recycle, I just keep this as how it's set because it's already kind of set to a pretty good like thing. Now item Pokeball, item Great Ball, and all this stuff is how much you're going to keep in your inventory, and the rest is going to get all recycled. So set that to you guys, to how you guys want. I don't really have to explain that. Now here's where another confusing part comes in. It says Pokemon's to evolve. I kind of just left this alone because I don't really care what Pokemon it evolves, and it's not like too big of a deal. So it just says delete all if you want your Pokemon, or if you don't want them to be evolved. So just delete all those that you don't want to be evolved. Like if you want the Rattata, Sparrow, and Zubat to be evolved, then delete every other thing out of there and just leave the Rattata, Spearow, and Zubat or whatever. And then Pokemon's to not transfer to the Professor, it says Dragonite, Charizard, Zapdos, Snorlax, Alakazam, Mew, and Mewtwo. Those are the Pokemon that are pretty rare and that you really just don't want to get traded to the Professor, especially if you guys do get duplicates, because they're still pretty cool to have and show off to your friends. So I really just left that alone. If you guys don't want any other Pokemon to be transferred, go ahead and enter, just copy the command but change the name, and then you guys won't have those transfers. So Pokemon to not catch. If you guys for some reason don't want this to catch certain Pokemon, fill that in there. Just copy in the command that says Pokemon ID and then the name of the Pokemon and then Pokemon ID again on the other side, and then paste that in there. I leave that blank because I just wanted to capture everything it sees, but if you guys don't want it to, then you guys can go ahead and change it. Now once you guys are done with these settings, go ahead and click the save and then go to where it says Pokemon Go.Rocket API.console, and then it's an application. It's not .exe at the end. Make sure you don't click that one. Click the one that says just .console, not .exe. Now once you guys have started that up, that'll start up the bot, and it should say I have a picture of it on the screen, but it should say like starting up, logging in and everything, and then it should show your info like your account, name, team, level, Stardust, and all that stuff, and it'll say like XP per hour and how much it should take to level up in a couple of hours or whatever. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. If you guys are on PTC, that's how you do it. Now if you guys are on Google, this is a little different for you guys, so here's where the Google part comes in at. So what you guys are gonna want to do is change your auth type or whatever, you guys can see authentication type, to Google. I'm kind of just doing this with you guys, and then leave everything the same and just change the PTC password and username, just leave that blank as well, don't change that. And then where it says Google refresh token, this is how you're gonna figure this out. So click authentication type and change that to Google and save that. Then you're gonna start up the bot, and then it's gonna say put this code into google.com/devices, but it should just pop that screen up for you guys automatically into your search engine or whatever, and then you just have to paste the code into the little box that says where to like type in the code. I'll take a picture of that so you guys can see it on screen, but it should automatically copy it to your clipboard, and then you just have to paste it into there, and then you just click enter, and then it'll allow the bot to start going. And then the bot's going to give you a code that says that's the Google refresh token, and then it's automatically going to copy it to your clipboard, and then you're just going to paste the code into the refresh token screen on the like little Notepad++, save it, and then you won't have to ever enter in that thing again, and you'll be all set. I know this was a little bit confusing to explain, but just watch the video or watch the pictures or whatever, and you guys should be able to understand. If you guys have any questions or didn't really understand this, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. That's gonna be it for this tutorial, guys. So if this tutorial did help you guys out at all, then please hit that like button. And if you guys want to see some more Pokemon Go videos, bots, tricks, tips, mods, hacks, and everything else like that, hit that subscribe button, guys. But that's gonna be it, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey lil' mama, would you like to be my sunshine? Nigga, touch my game, we gon' turn this shit to Columbine.